Okay, so read this, please.
The paragraph below had the transformations and dollar values.
Okay, so with this one, -1 means you go down 1 unit, right? And the 2 means that it's upward, but compressed, as in like it's skinny, by factor of 2. Does that make sense? That's what they mean. Did you write that? So, oh, I see what you're doing here. Okay, this actually might be fine. So we're gonna go down 1 unit, right? So from here, I'm gonna go down 1. Compressed. So this one might go all the way down over here. So it's kind of like that because you have to go down. You went up. I don't know why you went up, but you should be going down. Do you understand? Okay. Actually, with this one, hold on a second. This one, I'm gonna move it right here, and this one, move it right here. So it's still going down by 1. Do you understand that? I think that's kind of what it looks like. Let me see if I can run it for AI and see if I can just adjust something different. Did he go over this with you guys?
Yeah.
How did he draw it?
Let's draw the other. You draw me.
The pens are falling.
Oh, okay, now I get this. Okay.
More like I'm being serious.
How do you feel that your kids in your life are laughing at you? You're a disgrace.
I've experienced worse.
So disgraceful. He is so laughing at you and not with you. It's so disgraceful, Silas. Oh my gosh, you're like a big freaking hot mess. Like, thank goodness you have us, because without us, what do you have? Yeah, it's kind of sad. And that's why I'm like, well, I can't leave this idiot. I mean, who's gonna have after me? He's not gonna be able to take care of himself. And then he's like, poop stains on his bed. I don't know who did it.
Well, then I know who did it. It would have been me.
And it'll be Miss Sadder, Silas. All right, so look over here. No, this is how you do it. Look over here. I don't know what you mean. AI didn't help you. AI got all the answers. So transformation, vertical stretch by factor of 2. And then, what does it say? Yeah, so the way that you do it is multiply all y variable by 2 and then subtract 1. Does that make sense? All the y variables. So this point right here, that is 0, 2, correct? So you take that y variable, you times it by 2, and you minus 1. Do you see that? Because it says 2 times f of x minus 1 equals y, right? So you put the x in there. So take the f of x as y. Do you see that? Like, what just happened here? Okay. F of x is y, right? So if y equals 2 times f of x, so 2 times y minus 1, then you just take the y value is 2, right? 2 times 2 minus 1 is 3, correct? So this point should be at 0, 3. The new point is going to be at 0, 3. Do you see that? So here, 0, 3. 1, 2, 3, right there. Do you see that? So mine's not correct, okay? Do you see that? 0, 3. Do you see that? To get your new point for the y value, you just take the y times the 2 minus 1, which is 3. So that point is be 0, 3. Do you see that? Okay, so we erase that. That's not correct. So before it was correct. So do that. 0, 3. I'm going to show you how to do the next one. This is why I told you to get 2 color pencils. O point. What's the O point here? This is what? It's okay. Bless you. What's this point? This point is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? So this is 4, 6, right? Okay. So then the x doesn't change. Do you understand? The x doesn't change, but the y, you take 2 times 6 minus 1. And what does that give you? 2 times 6 minus 1.
11. 11.
Okay. $11. So remember, x isn't changed, so it's 4, 11, right? So here's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's your new point. Do you see that? Okay. Now, your O point is this one right here. Do you see the O point? That looks like it is, what is that? 8, or is it 8? 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, comma what? 6? Good. Your does not change, correct? But the y, what do you do with it? You take 2 times y minus 1. So 2 times 6 minus 1. And what is your new point?
11.
Is it 11? So it's 4, 11. And that's your point right there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, now you do the last one. This is your O point. Your O point is at 8, 9, 2. So then what's your new point? So remember, your new is 2 times 2 minus 1. So that should be a 9, 3.
17.
Good. So this should be it right here. Does that make sense now? Do you understand that? So look over here. Same x value. Why is it the same x value? Because your x is not part of the equation. The transformation equation is right here. It's saying f of x, which is your y, correct? Times by 2 minus 1 equals y. Do you see that? So that means your y value stretched and shifted down. How do you know that? Times it by 2 minus 1. Does that make sense? Okay, let's try the next one. This is your graph, correct? Looking at this one right here. This one is saying y is equal to g of x minus 1. So you put the x value here, minus 1, and then you minus a 2. Do you see that? Okay, so let's take a look what we're going to do. So over here, include original points and new. Do the next one. So remember, since the 1 is in with the x in the parenthesis right here, do you see that? That's going to be a little bit different because that means it's 1 unit to the right and shift 2 units down, correct? So if I were using points like this point right there, that's an easy point to use. Or let's try 1, 2. Well, that's not even, okay, just this point right here, okay? This point right here is going to be -1, 0, correct? Okay, so we're going to go right 2, 1, 2, 1 down. There's your new point right there, okay? Just remember, your graph is going to go through here and through, right? Then another good point to use is maybe this point right here. That point is at 0, 0, correct? So that new point is shift 1 to the right and then down 2, correct? Shift. Oh, no, right 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, correct? So this actually can go this way. Does that make sense? And then this one, well, there's 1, 2 spaces there, correct? 1, 2 spaces there. So with those 3 x-intercepts, correct? X-intercepts, the shape is not going to get bigger or smaller. It's the same shape, correct? So it's just going to be like, the tippy top of this is like what, like half right there? So it's going to be like right there, correct? I'm going to go like this, half, hit it down. Do you see the difference what I did right there? You want to look for the maximum and minimum as well. This part right here, you're going to go 1, 2 to the right, correct? 1, 2. There it is right there, correct? This little bottom right here is going to go 1, 2 to the right there. Do you see that? So you just shift it. 2 to the right, 2 down. See that? So you go ahead and do this. This is inside with the x, remember? Remember, y equals a x minus h plus k. Negative k means you go to the right, correct? Positive h means you go to the left, correct? So if it's a positive 2, where do you go?
Left, right, left.
Left, then up 1 unit, correct? So the point that really helps is the x-intercept and the y-intercept, correct? Because if you have those 4 points, you can pretty much draw the oval, right? So this point right here, we're just going to go 2 to the left, 1, 2, then 1 up. There's our new point. Do you see that? This point right here, we're going to go ahead and do 2 to the left, 1 up. Do you see that? And actually, I don't like to. Let's just do these points here. And the new points we'll do blue. How about that? Okay. Then you're going to do these 2 points, correct? Shift 2 to the left, 1, 2, and then 1 up. 2 to the left, and then 1 up. Do you see the blue points right here? Can you tell that this is going to be your new oval? Do you see that though? Okay, so draw that. Draw that. Okay, so we're going to revisit number 2. So remember, you're going to go 2 to the right, or 1 to the right, 2 down, correct? 1 to the right and 2 down. So you just need to have 2 different color pencils. Orange is going to be the original, okay? This one right here is the original, correct? 1 to the right, 2 down. That's your new one. Do you see that? Okay. then you need the little tippy top of that curve, correct? 1 to the right, right here, 2 down, right there. Do you see that? Do you see that? Okay. Then you need this little piece, because in order to have a little curve, do you see how you have to have this part, and this part, so you know how far to go down, how far to go up, and then when to go down? Okay. So with this part, you're going to go 1 to the right, 2 down. Do you see that? It's right here. So already you see the little curve right there. Do you see that? Okay. And then we're going to go to the next one. Then it's this part right here. Do you see that? So this one, you're going to go 1 to the right, 2 down, right there. Right? Okay. Then you have the end part right there. 1 to the right, 2 down. Do you see that? Okay. Then you have this curve right there. 1 to the right, 2 down. Do you kind of see like where your curve is going based on like this red dots right there? So I would say, why is this so freaking thick? Jeez. All right, so let's use green. Let's use a thinner green. You can go down like this, go down, and then up. Do you see that? He's not gonna have you do it perfectly, okay? Okay, so let me go back to this again. In order for you to draw this curve, there are certain points you definitely want to have. You want to have the little hill right there, correct? And then you want to have the other little hill right there. Do you see why I picked those 3 points specifically? One for the green hill and the other one for the blue hill, right? Yeah, like if you wanted to be even more like, well, mainly because if you have something like this, you want to have this part, and this part. You want to have that little triangle, so you know how wide the mountain is and how high the mountain goes. Do you see that? Now, if you want to make this like really, really more formal, you can do this one right here, right? Or maybe you pick a point lower here. And remember that point, you're going to go 1 to the right, 2 down. And guess what? This looks like it's going through that point. Do you see that? So it's pretty accurate. Do you see that? Now, if you also want to try a little bit more specifically, you could try this one here, right? 1 to the right, 2 down. So what that tells me is that this part might not be as accurate because it needs to be like that. Does that make sense? Do you want to try it again on your own? So erase it and give it a try. Okay, so this one, you're going to have a vertical stretch by 2, right? And it's going to be reflected over x-axis. Do you understand that? Okay, so what we're going to do is y x value stay the same, okay? Your y value is going to be y times -2. Do you understand that? So, all right. So let's pick this one right here. That's the point, correct? That point right there is going to be a -2, +2. Do you think that's what it is? -2, +2? Can you give me a towel right there, please? Thank you. Your new point, I'm just going to put the prime so you know that it's a new point right here. Do you see that? -2. What's 2 times -2? Remember, this goes right here. So 2 times it is -4, correct? So then we're going to plot this point right here as -2. 1, 2, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay. Remember, whenever you have something that looks like this, you want 1, 2, 3 points, right? Yeah. We got one of the points, correct? Next we're going to do, we're going to use this point right here. That's kind of at the end, correct? That point is That point is -1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? -1 and 8, correct? Your new point, -1 does not change, but 8 times -2 is a -16. Do you see that? So we're going to go to -1. So -1, this is 10, 18 is going to be all the way over here, okay? You're going to take that, go all the way up. Does that make sense? Okay. Going out, look at the blue lines going up, correct? So it looks like something like this is going up, correct? But then it has to go down. I just don't know where that down point is going to be, right? So then we need to find maybe, and the points I picked, notice how I want to pick them so it's not like it's not going to be in a decimal, okay? Maybe this point right there, right? That point looks like it's at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -6, correct? So your new point is 0, -6 times -2 is a +12, right? So 0, 12. So here is 0. There's 10, 11, 12. Do you see that? So I know it's coming down this way. Do you see that? Okay. Now here's the other little mountain, right? Want to pick 2 more points, right? So first point, I'm going to pick this one right here. That first point is going to be, this is 0, 0, 1, 1. Do you see that? So then your new point is 1, and the y is 1 times -2 is a -2. Okay. So I'm going to go from 1, -2, 1, 2. Do you see that? So this is going all the way down here. But then I don't know how low it's going to get. That's why I need to have that point right here. This point right there. Do you see that? That point is x is right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 4, right? So 2, 4 times -2 is -8, right? So I have 2 and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right there. So then this is going to go up, but then I don't know how wide it's going to go. So I need to pick maybe this point right there, right? That point is going to be x 1, 2, 3, 0, right? So it's going to be 3, 0 times that is still going to be 0. Do you see that? So I want a little bit wide there. Do you see that? So it needs to be right there. So I need to go this way. Now, do you see how that's done? This is now going to be your new graph. Do you see that? So when you have something that looks like this, Grayson, you want to pick these 3 points, and you want to pick these 3 points. So you know how wide that curve is. Do you see that? Okay, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to have you try it. Okay, so give it a try.